Structure. Which one comes first? Do you hire people and place them within the structure, or do you form your structure and hire people into your structure? Which one really? Fundamentally, I have known that you must consider your strategy and put in place a structure and hire people to fit your structure and then give them tools and systems to work with. But sometimes that model may not flow in that particular direction. Sometimes you've got your strategy and you've got great people. You can actually set up around their strengths and their weaknesses, or their strengths and their limitations. You might actually find that this person is fantastic in business development but is very poor with finances. So let's build around this person a unique concept of business development that will distinguish us in the marketplace, and we'll sort out all the other areas in another aspect of our structure. So in that case, you've got superstar and you have equipped that superstar to reproduce himself or herself, because I've always talked about the advantage of teams over individuals. Lone stars are fantastic to ignite a fire, but please do not hinge all of your plans on an individual. If you do, you might find out that it bites you back. Anything can happen. It would be lovely if great things happen. You incentivize and you keep getting the results. You keep incentivizing and keep getting the results. For example, you could vest shares and award those shares over a period, and when the person has delivered, they're happy to move on and you're happy to get the results. That's possible. But as much as possible, please do not build structures around people who may leave you vulnerable. Now, if you are working together for the long run and you both have the interest of success for the next 10 years, 20 years, come on, that's more than enough time to have leveraged the benefits of having that person on your team. So I'm not saying do not consider individuals. I'm simply saying you are in a better, safer position with a team that is strengthened. So back to the point, make sure that that person who has ignited the fire is able to reproduce herself in others around. The same way you have delegated, have the person also build a system of delegation. Have the person also enhance the team. Have the person put in place a system that will sustain growth, whether he or she is within the system or not. And then build around them things that will enhance performance. So put in place work tools. Make sure that they have access. Make sure information is flowing top to bottom, bottom to top, and as well laterally. That part of lateral information sharing is actually very important, and many of us miss it when we're talking about communication, because we operate more in matrix systems now, and many entrepreneurial ventures cannot afford to have so many people. So you have people doubling up in multiple roles. We must enhance cross communication. It's not just I heard it from the boss and I'm sharing with my own team. What about across? How are peers relating to themselves? Do we even have a system of appraising one another at peer level? Do we? We hear about it, 360-degree assessment, where you appraise your direct reports and your direct reports appraise you, where you also can be appraised from external. Maybe your sales team is appraised by the sales target and they appraise. But what about peers, appraising peers and helping to see whether they're establishing a system of collaboration, of cooperation, of communication across the organization? These 3 C's help to strengthen your organization, the structure, the people, the systems you put in place, and the work tools, so that ultimately the strategies can work. Think about it from that. You might want to listen again and pick the words, and of course do your own independent study.